experiment. All right, I put my top teeth in. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll help my lip not disappear. I'm trying to tape on my iPad. I did like how the picture turned out as far as it wasn't just a little thing. But I don't know. We'll try it. I want to read something, and it's going to be new to me too, because I don't think I've read it before. And that is in the Pearl of Great Price, there is Joseph Smith did some translations in the Bible, okay? He had the seer stones. That's what he translated the Book of Mormon with, the golden plates into the Book of Mormon. And that is made, that was made specifically for translating the Book of Mormon. And other languages that were confounded, I guess. Languages that they knew not of. There was a gift from God in order to translate. And it was called a Urim and Thummim. And it also consists of seers and revelators. So it's a special tool used with the power of God to translate. And there were other translations he did, and this one is going to be of Mathew. So what it is inspired, like we believe in the Bible as far as it's translated correctly. However, sometimes things get lost or they don't get put in correctly, and that's what this inspired thing is about. So I'm not sure what words it adds or anything. I'd have to go over and look at the area. Because what it says here is chapter 1. Okay, let me go back up here. Joseph Smith, and then it says /Mathew. And then it says an extract from the translation of the Bible as revealed to Joseph Smith, the prophet, in 1831. And it says Matthew chapter 23, verse 39, and chapter 24. That's what it says up here. So then it says chapter 1. Jesus foretells the impending destruction of Jerusalem. He also discourses on the second coming of the Son of Man and the destruction of the wicked. So hopefully you can hear me good. I don't know how to get you in just the right light. I feel like I need to turn around. I was trying to get the glare off of you guys, but I'm not sure what it's going to do to me. Okay. So here's verse 1. It says, For I say unto you that ye shall not see me henceforth, and know that I am he of whom it is written by the prophets, until ye shall say, Blessed is he who cometh in the name of the Lord, in the clouds of heaven, and all the holy angels with him. Then understood his disciples that he should come again on the earth. After that, he was glorified and crowned on the right hand of God. All right, I didn't say that very good. So, it says, Then understood his disciples that he should come again on the earth. After that, he was glorified and crowned on the right hand of God. So he's going to come back after all that. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to hear him, saying, Master, show us concerning the buildings of the temple. As thou hast said, they shall be thrown down and left unto you desolate. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things, and do ye not understand them? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here upon this temple one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And Jesus left them, and went upon the Mount of Olives. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be which thou hast said concerning the destruction of the temple and the Jews? And what is the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world, or the destruction of the wicked? Which is the end of the world? Question mark. Sorry. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that remaineth steadfast and is not overcome, the same shall be saved. When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet concerning the destruction of Jerusalem, then you shall stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them who are in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop flee, and not return to take anything out of his house. Neither let him who is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and unto them that give suck in those days. Therefore pray ye the Lord that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then in those days shall be great tribulation. Okay, I'm going to start that over. For then in those days, shall be great tribulation on the Jews, and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, such as was not before sent upon Israel of God, since the beginning of their kingdom until this time. No, nor ever shall be sent again upon Israel. All things which have befallen them are only the beginning of the sorrows which shall come upon them. And except those days should be shortened, there should none of their flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, according to the covenant, those days shall be shortened. Behold, these things I have spoken unto you concerning the Jews. And again, after the tribulation of those days, which shall come upon Jerusalem, if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, and there believe him not. For in those days there shall be, okay, I just put a word in. For in those days there shall also raise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if possible, they shall deceive the very elect, who are the elect according to the covenant. Behold, I speak these things unto you for the elect's sake, and you also shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all I have told you must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the light of the morning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, and covereth the whole earth, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And now I show unto you a parable. Behold, wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. So likewise shall mine elect be gathered from the four quarters of the earth. It does not say corners, it says quarters. Quarters. Okay, like the earth is divided into quarters, fourths, but not corners. And they shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Behold, I speak for mine elect's sake. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. And again, because of iniquity, because iniquity shall abound, the love of men shall wax cold. But he that shall not be overcome, the same shall be saved. And again, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come, or the destruction of the wicked. And again it shall be, and again shall the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, be fulfilled. And immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Verily I say unto you, this generation in which these things shall be shown forth shall not pass away until all I have told you shall be fulfilled. Although the days will come that heaven and earth shall pass away, yet my word shall not pass away, but all shall be fulfilled. And as I said before, after the tribulations of those days, the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall be, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And whoso treasureth up my word shall not be deceived. For the Son of Man shall come, and he shall send his angels before him with the great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together the remainder of his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branches are yet tender, and it begins to put forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh at hand. So likewise mine elect, when they shall see all these things, they shall know that he is near, even at the doors. But of that day and hour no one knoweth, no, not the angels of God in heaven, but my Father only. But as it was in the days of Noah, so it shall be also at the coming of the Son of Man. For it shall be with them as it was in the days which were before the flood. For until the day that Noah entered unto the ark, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, and knew not, excuse me, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall be fulfilled that which is written, that in the last days 2 shall be in the field, and the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. And again I say unto one, I say unto all men, watch therefore, for you know not at what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to have been broken up, but would have been ready. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed, blessed is the servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. And verily I say unto you, he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and shall appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And thus cometh the end of the wicked, according to the prophecy of Moses, saying, they shall be cut off from among the people, but the end of the earth is not yet, but by and by. And that's the end of that. I wonder if there's another chapter or something. Okay, so that is, let me look and see. It looks like that's all of it. Is there any more of it? The next part is Joseph Smith history, extracts from the history of the prophet. Extracts from the history of Joseph Smith the prophet. Okay. I don't know. I guess you could take and find that part of the book of Matthew. Matthew 23, verse 39 is where this starts, and chapter 24. And then we could go over and see. And I bet all these words that are in blue probably were added. You know, sometimes one word makes a big difference in the meaning of stuff. They have these words that are written in blue, and I wonder if those were added. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. The thing is, I read it to you, okay? So we'll have to go back and look at it if we want to ponder it or not. But the whole thing is saying there, and I would point this out to Joe. You know, it kind of goes with those 10 virgins and having their lamps ready to go. And I'm not sure where that is, but that's an analogy. Everyone needs to try to be ready for the bridegroom. Okay, not just those 10 virgins. And the way to have your lamp filled with oil, I mean, literally, to be ready for the second coming, to be ready for the bridegroom who's coming for his bride. And his bride is the church, which would be all of us, all of those who are members of the church, and all of those who are righteous too, choosing to do the right thing, live your life like Christ, be a good neighbor, meaning everybody is our neighbor, okay? And everybody in this world is family. We just don't know it. Our brothers and sisters, for reals, dude. Even though some people don't like that word, dude, I just can't help myself. It's been in my vocabulary for so many years. Seems like at least 30, if not more. So I don't think I'm going to be eliminating that from my vocabulary. So I can't say a whole lot about this except for that coming like a thief in the night. Shit. Excuse my mouth. I need a wet whistle. And no, I haven't had anything to smoke. I have been tired. I've been kind of laying around, and I got my second one now, so I thought I would go ahead and read. There is the part about waxing cold. The iniquity shall abound, and the love of many shall wax cold. So the hearts that'll wax cold is talking about the love. There's not a lot of love around. So anyway, I guess I'll just stop right there. So that's Joseph Smith / Mathew, found in The Pearl of Great Price. I don't know a lot to say about that. So I will say peace. Talk to you guys later.